2023 electoral body INEC yet to release accreditation machines. BVAS to Southeast states blames gunmen's attack. The 5 affected states are Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Abia, and Imo. The Independent National Electoral Commission has not released the Bimodal Voters Accreditation System, BVAS, an electronic device designed to read permanent voters card, PVCs, and authenticate voters to any of the states in the Southeast region, according to Sahara Reporter's story. The 5 affected states are Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Abia, and Imo. Speaking during an interface with the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS finding mission for Nigerian elections in Enugu, INEC Administration Secretary in Enugu, Mr. Chidi Nwafo, disclosed that the Commission has received non-sensitive materials except the BVAS, which he said might be connected with activities of unknown gunmen. He recalled how the gunmen attacked and burned some of the Commission's offices in Enugu and other parts of Southeast. Nwafo disclosed that the Commission still lacked vehicles, adding that since the attack at the headquarters of the Commission in Enugu, where so many vehicles were burnt, the national quarters had not replaced them. He said, "As we speak, our database has been cleaned ahead of elections against any errors and virus. We have vehicle issues. After the attack on our office, our vehicles have been depleted and the national quarters are aware of it." He expressed optimism that early logistics movement and time would resolve most of the election challenges the Commission had in the past, citing Osun and Ekiti governorship elections. Earlier, ECOWAS fact-finding mission for Nigerian elections, led by Dr. Kwadwo Afa-Gyan, former chairman of the Electoral Commission of Ghana, said that the 2023 general elections in Nigeria remain important to the African continent and beyond. So what they're trying to say is that INEC is yet to bring the BVAS accreditation system for, these are among the things that are required for election to hold. Without that, based on the law, it has been signed into the law, elections cannot hold. They use it to check, verify this national voters card. So it is important. And they are yet to bring it to Southeast based on what we're, other regions are almost ready, they have it. And the reason they gave was that they are being attacked by unknown gunmen. That is the reason they gave. I was having discussions with some people the other day, our people, IPOB under Simon Ekpa, the autopilot, said the election must not hold in Southeast. Meanwhile, the other IPOB leadership, DOS, have not made an official statement on the election. So I was discussing with some people, and I was telling them, don't just write P2B off. And don't just say he can do nothing. Okay, he's going to spend 8 years at most after that, blah, blah, blah. I think you stand a better chance when after the election, P2B losses, you have a chance of oh man, this is what happened. You people, we told you it can be. But for you to be the one that will truncate the election, I don't think it makes sense. I think it's better, like IPOP leadership plans to do, you keep mute. Allow them to do the election. After the election, it's ripe time for you to say, I told you people, I told you that this system cannot work. Or at least, okay, let's assume even P2B wins the election. And when he could not perform well, you have the chance to tell them, I told you, rather than you becoming the person that will stop the election. What do you think? This is only a suggestion. What do you think? Anonymous police source blames death of Davido's son, Ifeanyi, on Nanny's negligence. And while he was talking, he said out of the 8 domestic workers that were interrogated by the police in connection with Ifeanyi's death, the cook and nanny, whose job was to cater for the well-being of the 3-year-old boy, are being detained presently for reasons including the failure to uphold the duty of care of the minor. He said it was the work of the nanny to take care of Ifeanyi. The nanny was negligent. Or how could the boy have left the house without her knowledge? The boy left the house, walked to the back where the swimming pool is situated, and fell into the swimming pool. Nobody noticed until much later. At a point in time, he had drowned and was at the bottom of the swimming pool. Further talking, he said, so they brought him out and rushed him to the Lagoon Hospital, where the doctors tried unsuccessfully to revive him. They left the hospital and rushed the boy to Evercare Hospital, where he was declared dead on arrival. The source said they have deposited Ifeanyi's corpse in the mortuary for autopsy, and that all the domestic workers at home when the incident happened have been questioned by the police, but only the nanny and cook were detained. Mommy G.O. is at it again. Yeah, Mama Pastor Adebayo had gone to her Facebook page as she urged Christians to be vigilant because everyone is running out of time. Mommy G.O. names 7 popular Nigerian churches that won't make heaven. Fumilayo Adebayo, popularly known as Mommy G.O., the head pastor of Proclaimer Evangelical Church of God, has warned Christian faithful about a vision she had recently. According to a Good News report, she said that rapture happened and nobody that attends 7 popular Pentecostal churches ascended into heaven. According to Mommy Gio, the churches are namely Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Deeper Life, Winners Chapel, Christ Embassy, Jehovah Witness, and Celestial Church of God. Pastor Adebayo made this known through her Facebook page as she urged Christians to be vigilant because everyone is running out of time. She wrote, "In a vision I saw last night that rapture took place and nobody made it from the following ministry." According to her, the Celestial Church did not even hear the trumpet at all. Let us be vigilant because time is no longer more. The wonderful Mommy G.O. A lot of have had different reactions to her, her style of gospel. So strict, the olden times. This I don't know whether she has any link with this church, Assemblies of God, their strictness. Anyway, she just mentioned churches that may not make heaven, and she said even some of them, that will not make rapture. Even some of them had the trumpet. Some of them had it, but according to her, Celestial Church of Christ did not even hear the trumpet. Hey, wonderful. Well, I'm not trying to dismiss her prophecy. I'm not trying to dismiss it, but the strictness is being opposed by several Christians. According to a lot of people I've had reacted to her, they said her own style is out of this world. That is not normal. But what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. As to some people, she should soften. She's too strict. What do you think? In rounding up, we shall still be talking about end time stories. Pastor Benny Hinn of the Texas-based Benny Hinn Ministries have revealed in a video shared on his verified Facebook page the message about the prophecies of the Bible and how they are being fulfilled without people, most especially believers, being aware of them and being, you know, they are not even discussing it, according to Benny Hinn. According to the cleric, from 5:40 to 6:54 of the video he shared, mentioned some of the prophecies from the various happenings and calamities of the war to the historic return of the Israelites from all parts of the world where they have been scattered, and also the current happenings in Jerusalem. The cleric has voiced his amazement that several of these prophecies are being fulfilled, but people are not aware of them. Even the believers who are the readers of the Bible do not seem to be aware of the various happenings in the fulfillment of prophecies as contained in the scripture. This is according to Benjamin. The cleric in his word also mentioned that almost every day these prophecies are being fulfilled in our eyes. What is happening inside Jerusalem is the fulfillment of prophecies as contained in the scriptures, he said. What is presently happening in the world is also the fulfillment of the prophecy as we have them in the Bible. As shared by the cleric, all the various chaos, tumult, tsunami, and unbelievable catastrophic happenings all around the world have been prophesied beforehand in the scriptures. The essence of the various prophesied that are being fulfilled now is for us to understand and know that our God is real and his words are true. Of course, God is real. If you don't want to believe it, well, some people will say to your detriment. The fact is that God is real and Bible prophecies are true. Today's headlines have been written in the Bible thousands of years ago. That is a fact. I am a Christian and I believe in Bible prophecy. And I believe that most of the things playing out now has been written by the Bible. We are in the end times. Yes. In case you don't know, we are in the end times. And end times are times that precede the coming of Christ. And there are the beginning of end times. When Jesus said in Matthew 24, he said, these are the beginning of sorrows. Yes, it continues. Just like a pregnant woman from conception to birth, while it gets towards the time of birth, you realize the signs associated with pregnancy increases. So gradually, things will be, become clearer. But that's what Benny Hinn is trying to point out. He said, even Christians are not aware. And if you go to Daniel 11 or 12, they said the believers will know. But what is wrong that Christians are not? They said they will know. They will understand the signs. I can't remember the verse, but I might paste it. They said the believers will know what is happening. Does it mean a lot of people who are calling themselves Christians today are not true believers? Because they are supposed to get the signs. Like I said, today's headline were written in the Bible thousands of years ago. Think about your life. I am a Christian and I'll preach Christ to you. If you are not a believer yet, come to Christ so that you'll be saved. We are saved by the sacrifice on the cross. Hold on to Christ so that when he appears, you appear. Even if you are dead, when he appears, you appear. What do you think? Add your comment. This is where we round up on this one. Bye-bye.